All right, welcome to The Explainer. Have you ever wondered how a massive blockbuster universe, one of those huge franchises, is actually born? Well, today we're going to dissect the blueprint. We've managed to get our hands on a rare step-by-step plan for how to launch a brand new sci-fi world from just a single idea and turn it into a global phenomenon.
I mean, it's really the billion-dollar question, isn't it? How do you take one single idea and strategically, carefully, grow it into something that spans movies, video games, books, the whole shebang, all across the world? What does that initial playbook actually look like?
Well, guess what? We've got the perfect case study. A brand new press kit just dropped for a sci-fi project called Robojit and the Sand Planet. And it gives us this incredible, unprecedented look inside the machinery of modern franchise building. This is the good stuff.
Okay, so first things first. Every great franchise has to start with a compelling story, right? This one's got a pretty big goal: to introduce what they're calling India's first truly international sci-fi superhero. So what's the hook? What's the big idea that's supposed to grab a global audience? And here it is. This is the official logline. It's got that classic epic feel, doesn't it? A kidnapped king, a huge galactic threat, a trio of heroes who are probably in over their heads. It's all there. You've got royalty, cool inventions, and a powerful humanoid warrior. The stakes are super clear, right, from the get-go? So this is really cool. It's like we're looking at the project's DNA, what they'd show to investors. And you can see the strategy and the choices they made. Global family audiences? That means they're aiming for the biggest possible appeal. Themes like courage and friendship? Totally universal, no cultural barriers there. But maybe the most important part? It says the novel and screenplay are ready. That's huge. It tells potential partners, hey, this isn't just an idea, the heavy lifting is already done. All right, so we've got the story. Now, let's dive into the world they've built. Because, let's be real, a universe is nothing without memorable places and, of course, characters you'll never forget. So the whole story is basically anchored by these two totally different worlds. On one hand, you have Radon. It's this place of wisdom, culture. Basically, it's the home that's in danger. And on the other hand, you've got the Sand Planet. This mysterious, mystical desert world that's just brimming with secrets. It's that classic, perfect dynamic of the safe home versus the dangerous, unknown frontier. And at the heart of it all, you've got this heroic trio. First up, Robojit, the powerhouse warrior. But check this out. He's specifically designed for emotional growth, not just smashing things. Then you've got Victorson, the brilliant inventor prince, and his fearless companion Ginny. It's that classic setup, right? The brains, the brawn, and the heart of the team.
But come on, what's a hero without a truly great villain? Here we go. Meet Donaldo, a galactic conqueror who wants absolute control. Classic bad guy. But what's really interesting is his accomplice, Zutaru, is described as conflicted. Ooh, I love that. That immediately adds a layer of complexity, some potential for drama on the dark side.
Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit. We've talked about the creative stuff, now let's get into the business strategy. Because this was never just about one story, it's about building a transmedia universe. So, what does that actually mean? Well, to put it simply, a transmedia franchise is a story world that's built to live everywhere. The plan isn't just to make a movie and hope for the best. No, it's about creating a whole universe where a film, a streaming show, a comic book, a video game, they can all exist at the same time, and each one makes the others even better. And this right here just lays out that long-term vision perfectly. You can see the roadmap is there from day one. It kicks off with feature films, sure, but they're already planning for streaming series, graphic novels, games, even podcasts. And from a strategy point of view, that's genius. It means every single one of those things is a new door for a fan to walk through and discover this world.
And if you want to understand just how ambitious this whole thing is, you just have to look at where they're getting their inspiration. They are definitely not thinking small.
I mean, look at this. The press kit literally puts Robojit in the same sentence as the biggest names in the business. They're aiming for the epic scale of Star Wars, the mind-blowing visual world-building of Avatar, the emotional superhero arcs of Marvel, and that mythic journey feel of Harry Potter. This is sending a crystal clear signal to any potential partner. This is how big we plan to be.
So, the vision is absolutely massive. But how do you actually make it happen on a global scale? It's one thing to have a dream, it's another to have a plan. This next part shows us the actual, practical steps they're taking to make this blueprint a reality.
And it all comes down to this one powerful document, an 18-page press kit.
The entire global strategy is packed into these pages. This is the key they're sending out to studios, to producers, to partners all over the world, hoping it'll unlock those doors and get everyone on board.
And hey, this isn't just a bunch of ideas on paper. They're already making real, tangible progress. A pitch deck is out there, the website is already live in multiple languages, there's an active YouTube channel, and they've even gotten press coverage from big names like Reuters. The foundation is being laid right now.
Now, this is where the global strategy gets really smart. Localization. This is not a one-size-fits-all plan. The team has actually created dedicated marketing materials, like this awesome poster, designed specifically to connect with the Chinese market and its love for those big, epic cinematic visuals.
And it doesn't stop there. They did the same thing for Japan, creating this totally unique poster with a very distinct, almost anime-inspired vibe that's tailored directly for that audience. This just shows they've done their homework, you know? They're respecting and acknowledging the styles that work in these huge markets.
And this same approach goes for key markets in Europe, like Germany. By tailoring their outreach country by country, they're doing so much more than just translating words. They're strategically making sure the feeling of the story, its core themes, will resonate with different cultures right from the very beginning.
Okay, so for our last section, let's zoom out a bit. When you put all these pieces together, what does the anatomy of a modern franchise strategy really look like? What are the big takeaways from this entire blueprint?
Well, the press kit itself breaks the core strategy down into these 4 key pillars. First, the hero's name, Robojit, is actually a philosophy. It combines robot with jeet, a word for victory. Cool, right? Second, the villains are complex, not just mustache-twirling evil. Third, the creator's unique background is being used as a creative advantage. And finally, and this is fascinating, some of the assets are being made public. It's like an open-source approach, designed to let a community grow and build with the project right from the start.
And all of this, really, it all leads to one final big question. When you look at this transparent global first, built for every platform strategy, is this meticulously planned, almost open source approach the future? Is this how the next generation of blockbuster universes are going to be born? I guess we'll just have to wait and see.